How's it going, everybody? This stream was supposed to happen a little while ago, but I've been messing with files and stuff for this mod pack all morning. And by morning, I mean most of the day, because now it is in the late afternoon. I should probably toss the link here in my Discord. That would be a smart thing to do. All right, and there we go. Now let's get back to it. Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, we're good. Okay. Yo, Ancient Dark 26, what's up, man? Okay, so while people start filing in, I'm just going to kind of go over briefly some of the stuff that I've been working on for this mod pack and trying to adjust it. Modlist still isn't ready quite yet because... well, I'm still doing a lot of testing. It's like going in phases. For people who were here previously, we were messing with some weather stuff, and last time we got hit with a pretty bad storm, and a lot of our stuff got wrecked. I came on here earlier, messing with some things, and I put our roof back together, but we still don't have our wind turbines, and we still are missing Troy, and Abed is alone in the desk over here. So I messed with some of those settings, and we will see how those go. I have these things written down. I called them storm surprises, so I won't give you all of the details, but I was able to work with the mod author for Atmo damage and hazards, and he helped me out with some stuff, so it should be pretty cool. We're still working on a few other things. I changed some things with the AI enabled, which we don't have any AI right now, but getting Welder bots is going to be a big deal. And then finally, what I spent most of the day today working on was trying to figure out a way to balance out this guy, which is the ore tap. So when I first put this playthrough idea together, I was getting a lot of inspiration from like Satisfactory, where you have these infinite resource nodes, and then you are incentivized to build a base around or on top of those. And so I've been messing with the yield of those different ore things, and so with Splitsy's survival less likely, the yield that you get from stone is already really bad. And then I nerfed the crap out of this ore tap mod. So it'll be enough to be helpful. It won't fully replace drills, so we will probably want to use those in tandem. And this one that's just getting stone is never going to be as good as, like, even if I had I'd have to pull up my spreadsheet, but even if I had probably 5 or 6 of these, it still wouldn't be good as finding an ore vein and then building one on top of there and doing that. Finally, last little thing that I'll cover, and then I'll kind of just get into playing the game. One of the things with the weather, when I put this out for other people, and I'll leave this in the mod list as well, is because the weather is not handled by lightning, it's handled by just some other stuff. What you need to do in order for this not to, like, it's gonna be tough, but for it to not be unbearable, in order for your base to survive thermal storms and corrosive rain, you're gonna want to paint certain things in concrete. The concrete skin is the only skin that will protect stuff. So, for example, when we have AI running around the base, we don't want our walkways to get destroyed, because that's going to mess up the pathing of the things that have like mapped out the grids. So like when you're playing this, or whoever decides to play this, if anyone even does want to do it other than me, you can decide what you want to paint with concrete or not. For myself, I have it mostly walkways, maybe like little things like this. I haven't decided yet. I'll probably leave that. And then things like maybe ladders, again, just pathing stuff. And then lights, because lights just don't have enough integrity on the block to survive. They're the first thing to go. In all of the testing that I've done, lights just get deleted. So paint your lights in concrete, and then your base will handle it. Also, if you are doing stuff like this where it's more decorative, I guess, right? Because I could definitely connect this to the base, with normal blocks or something with higher integrity. But if you're doing stuff decorative, I think that you shouldn't be punished for wanting to make your base look cool. So I have part of these trusses painted in the concrete to make it so, I don't lose the grid. Now I can still lose the wind turbine, but the grids just won't disconnect. Anyway, so that's where we're at. I know that's probably a lot, and I don't even know how many people were interested in hearing all that, but here we are. So let me look at the chat, see what's going on. Corbin, how's it going? Dennis, what's up? Oh, Dennis, every time I see you, I am reminded about my clone. And I think I would like today to be the day maybe that I put the sorter on here, so that way I don't have to keep checking in on it. Alright, hopefully that will last a little longer. We'll be good. Alright. NCC Herrick, howdy. What's this game about? Never heard about it before. This is Space Engineers, and it's my very dumbed down quick version of explaining it. It's Minecraft for adults. It's a buildy block game with physics and a little bit more difficulty. Ooh, caught the start of the stream. Yeah. Jackson, how's it going? Guy, oh, hey there. I swear the hardest part of the early game is just designing the early base to look good. Fortunately, I stole this design from Lunar Colony and just kind of made it my own. So I agree totally. And that's why I stole it. Stole the design. Yeah. I'm gonna have to probably put all those blocks back in a second, but I just need my brain to be clear because I've been working on so much stuff. All right, I know that probably priority. Let's go to the to-do list because I'm gonna forget. So, man, I forgot like the hotkeys. Was it K to open this up the proper way? I don't know. All right, we still need the bunkhouse, but before we do the bunkhouse, I need to get my wind turbines back. And then I think we're okay for this right this second. I need to get a bunkhouse so that way I can start unlocking some additional research, because right now we only have the two that we unlocked last time. I also need to rebuild Troy. not the city, the person. Start thinking of some names for our other NPC people. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to this point, just because everything is kind of taking a long time. But I would like to build a rover so we can kind of start exploring but I have to unlock wheels and cockpits and everything else. Right now, I currently have the assembler working on getting our research components right now. Which we have quite a few, so I'm actually going to take those and put those into my inventory if I can. Okay, and then we will slap those in here and see what we can do. Oh, I think this block is currently turned off because people were saying that it had some weird, some weirdness with the audio. I might actually, it might be a better idea for me to just move this research lab somewhere else because I don't want you guys to have to deal with that. I don't really know. I think I will in the future. I'm sorry. I don't really know where I want to put it right now, and we don't have a lot of expansion areas for the base. So, may not be here long. Birthday today. Oh, happy birthday, that British gamer. Sorry I didn't see that earlier. Evan, have you considered trains at Swift? Don't even. I'm not even gonna read the rest of that. But thank you for being here, man. But no. No. Stop it. There we go. All right, let's see. And Clonio is getting his his Captain Crunch. Okay, the clone is growing. Check in on it about 5-ish. It should be slowed down on gravel. Cool. You ever see about Vintage Story? I haven't played it. I've definitely watched some videos on it. It looks pretty sweet. Oh, I've already lost my way in figuring out what I need to do right now. Wow. I guess we put all that stuff to construct last time. That's good. This is less good. Can I? Yeah. Hiya, how you doing? Lazy one, I'm doing good. Except I'm missing some small steel tubes. Do we have any extra? Yeah. Let's just do that. I am looking forward to the day when I have a Bob. Oh. Okay. That was a little scary. How's this block doing? Not great. But it'll do for the time being. Well, kind of. I just kind of need like some kind of scaffolding for a sec. The footprint of this wind turbine is like enormous. Okay, this is not working. I have a mod that's supposed to let you like help you build off of the top like that, but it's clearly not letting me do that. So oh, the joys of not having a jetpack. Come on. I am just tempting fate here. And I'm almost out of oxygen. Scratch that. I am out of oxygen. Alright, can we... Nope, not yet. And I'm gonna die.
critical.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is exactly what I wanted. Awesome. I'm so glad the clone is good. Well, you. No, I'm not even gonna say anything. You already know. Let's try to fill up that oxygen bottle. Jackson, for my base, I usually take inspiration from Smokey, my current one on the alien base, on the first builds from Lost Colony. Clone Troy and then build the Troy. Then build Troy the city. Yes, yes, both of those things. Oh, actually, I have one of these guys, so let's put one. Oh, whoops. Meant for that to be the other way. 2, 1. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Let's continue with this. Pixie. Hi, good content. Thank you. You want those names here on Discord? Probably here. I'm sorry I'm so far behind on all these comments. I just wanted to thank you for the recommendation. 2 instant subs. Yeah, they're pretty awesome, guy. Glad you liked them as well. Hello, hello. What you're up to? Got to get back to real life. Good job with the design. Well, thank you. Will you ever play with viewers? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if I'm not necessarily opposed to it. Oh hey, it's grown. Is gravel slowed? Should tick every 10 seconds. I guess yeah. Let's check that really fast. Decay. Oh, we're out of ice. Okay, the clones should be growing now. All right. Let's try to get up to the top of this thing again. And while I climb this ladder, hello, glad you're back. Only if you don't conduct yourself properly. Well, the mod works. Yes, it does. I'm out of train puns. You know what? I think that is honestly the best thing that could have happened. Being out of train puns. All right, let's get this power generation back on track. Wow, that was an accident. It feels so surreal to be watching Space Engineers again. Seems like a lifetime since NSS. Started watching that around episode 3. Good to see you back. Yeah. I mean, I really do love Space Engineers, and the new update was exciting. Sometimes I feel like oh. I am shocked that didn't do more damage to me. Sometimes it's just nice to do some other stuff. Like when you're trying to be creative, sometimes you need to step away and then let your brain think of new things, and then you come back refreshed and excited. All right. So this is Moon Movie Space Engineers, clones, etc. I had hoped that I wouldn't be using the clones very much because I was hoping not to die very much, but given my track record, who knows if that's going to be a thing. That is going to bug me so very badly. Alright, well, it's not that important, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it, but it is gonna bug me a lot. Sorry, I was moving the spectator camera. It's hard to control 2 computers at once and also try to read a ongoing chat. Morning, Carl. How's it going? We need NPCs when we can work. Wait, who needs NPCs when we can be your work slaves? Hey, you know, that is an interesting point. For sure. Back on track. Mavin coming in with the subconscious train puns. Yeah, Swift has an apartment that lives in my mind where he just puts in train puns all day. He yearns for the rails. Oh, you said rains. I assumed you meant rails. I'm actually not gonna lie. I'm a little worried about these columns because I know how the weather works. And if the weather turns, it's not gonna be great. I think just generally speaking, I need to rethink these wind turbines. This ladder configuration, I thought it would be cool, but it is a hassle and a half, and yeah, it ain't really working out for me. So I think since we have one of the wind turbine setups, like we have power being generated right now, I think I'm gonna take a second to redo this one. Oh, I forgot to turn on the music. Give me 1 second. Why is it not picking up the Spotify? Weird. Yeah, music doesn't really seem to be working right now. Bummer. I also am gonna die of lack of oxygen again. This time, since I have a suit, why am I not taking damage? Weird, I don't understand. Maybe because it said the O2 was low instead of... Well, no, I'm pretty sure if I take off my helmet, I'm still gonna suffocate out here. What's going on here? Well, we know that it works because I died earlier, so I don't know what's changed since that moment and now, but here we are. I know in previous streams you said Civ server in SE wouldn't work very well, but if we actually all wanted to try it, maybe? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I feel like the prospect is a fun one. The execution would be kind of difficult, and SE has some server stuff that's can be a little bit complicated. Not complicated as in like hosting a server is like really difficult, but the like people being limited on what they can make because of, okay, that's just gonna be down there. Like you can only have a certain number of drills because the server can't handle people with that many things. I don't know. I like the idea, but I don't know if I have the skill set or bandwidth to execute on it. I am working on the mod for the progression of the colony. I got rooms list, what they need, and most of what they unlock. After stream, want to send me your doc on the progress plan? Sure, that sounds interesting. My progress for the base build isn't super complicated right now. With the base, I was more worried about making sure all the mods worked first. Before I figured out, like, beyond the bunkhouse what everything was going to be. So honestly, what you have is probably more than what I have. I just know that NPCs require a bed and a bathroom and a locker and some other things. And then for a full-blown NPC that actually, like, does stuff around your base, those will be a little bit more... Like they have to have like officers' quarters that have their own private bathroom and stuff, and that's about the extent of what I've got so far. Shoot at it and it will go away. I know that was in response to that block over there. I was thinking the exact same thing. All right, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this wind turbine to be better than it is. Ooh, wait a second. I think I have an idea. Let me go into spectator mode so I can kind of explain the thought. So, So one of the things with the weather is that it distributes damage from the top down, especially like the corrosive rain. And so one of the first things that's going to go is obviously like the wind turbines. So setting up welders would be a good idea for those. But another way that you could do it is by oh crap, we have a corrosive storm. Another way that you could do it is by having a piston and lowering your wind turbine so it's out of the way, and then have some kind of shielding up so that way you can protect your grid. All right, well, I guess we're about to see right now how the wind turbine, or not wind turbine, how the corrosive stuff works. We can see that it's doing damage to the top right now. Fortunately, it is significantly less than it was. The one of the bugs that I was talking about earlier that we're trying to work out is that the player damage thing for the Atmo hazards, damage and hazards, is not working. So that's got to get fixed, because right now the idea would be that I would be taking damage if I was outside right now, but that is not yet working properly. So right now we're still in the experimenting phase. But you see, these are heavy armor. I left it that way because as you can see right here, this guy is already at 77%. They're just going to take damage over time, and I'm going to need to get supplies to fix them. Stuff that isn't heavy armor, like the wind turbine that I just built, is going to go a lot faster. And they actually should be... Let me see if I can find something else. Did it not get added? It was supposed to do grinding damage. Oh yeah, there we go. Before it wasn't doing that. It would just like, it would go to 0 and then just blow up. But now, kind of like the Rust Mechanics mod, which is the mod this one is based off of, you'll see your grid start to decompose, and then it will break. So it also kind of gives you an indicator as to what's happening. I should probably, rather than talking about this stuff, I should probably be making efforts to fix the stuff as it's breaking, since that was the whole point of this exercise. Okay. I don't really care about those blocks right now. I was gonna redo that anyway. We're gonna lose these ones. Alright, I will do my best to keep Abed alive. That is the priority right now. Abed, stay with me. Alright, I can't withdraw these yet because I don't have the other NPCs, but I do have extra stuff to withdraw. Oh, you know what I could probably do? Is I could probably sleep through the night, and it might end the storm early because it's nighttime. Because all I hear is stuff blowing up. Huh. Okay. Yeah. So, this is where we're at. So it's not as like crazy bad as last time, but honestly, if I didn't sleep, we would have lost a lot more blocks, right? And building stuff out of light armor is obviously not as effective. So the idea was that it kind of gives purpose for you to build heavy armor in a PvE setting. That was kind of one of the ideas. Yeah, we lost our wind turbine immediately. I'd love to be a part of a Civ server just to be a Tucker of some sort. Yeah. Also, maybe you have God mode on since you didn't take fall damage or O2 damage. I don't think I do. Yeah, no, I don't. I think I want to try the NPC mod you're using. Been wanting to do a survival world where I build a colony myself. Yeah, and honestly, like, while I am doing this live and trying to make a bit of a series out of it, I also am very much open to feedback and ideas. I definitely don't know how all of this is gonna go or change. I've been so like, I've had my blinders on with messing with configs so much that I haven't really thought too much farther than that. Like I was saying for Dennis with the mod idea. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in what everyone's thoughts are. Let's see. That was my thought. He could use tasks because easier to talk when someone else is helping work. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, use pistons to raise other blocks above the turbine. Oh, yeah, I guess that's true too. My thought was is doing the opposite, where I have like something on a hinge that's at the top, and then I like, oh, I didn't add the mod, dang it. There's a mod that I forgot to add because I found it earlier, and it lets you sense when weather events are happening. And then you can set things to happen, like an alarm to go off, or, for example, lower your wind turbines when certain weather conditions are happening. I forgot to add that one. Dang it. but that would have been pretty cool. I mean, I obviously am not yet at the stage where I can really benefit from that, because we're still pretty early on. Alright, how can I adapt this without destroying the entire frame? I'm thinking like putting some kind of blocks on the side that go down here. So maybe I just continue these ones, but I'd prefer if it was, I don't know. But if I keep that where it is, I can put a merge block up there. I can grind down the gray blocks, and then I can put a piston there, and then have the wind turbine come down. There's not really a lot of space up there for it with my current trusses. Ooh, you know what we could do? I think I have an idea. Mount the wind turbine horizontally and then a single cylinder block on top. What? Wait, sorry. Goodness, come on, brain. I've been looking at the computer too long. Swift, what can you do about the super sticker situation? I don't see trains as an option there. Why did I go to Swift's first? I don't have super stickers, but I should get them. You're right, and maybe Choo Choo Mother Effer should be one of them. That's a satisfactory joke. Maybe time for a welding drone. I don't have stuff to make drones yet, Carl. Otherwise, yes. Hello, everyone. Proto Eden, what's up? Or a welding bot NPC. Honestly, that one might be the call. That one, you know what, Carl? I think that's the move, because if I turn this into a officer's quarter, rather than having 2 additional NPCs, then I can have a welder guy walking around the base to help out next time we have a storm. So I think that's a good idea. I am worried about my lack of power right now. So I guess let's just slap down. I'm just going to slap down a wind turbine, kind of knowing that it's going to get deleted, but I think for the sake of moving forward but not running out of power while I'm trying to figure out the rest of this stuff. Dang it. You know what? I wanted to make it look good, but it didn't. It wasn't. It's just not working out. All right. And I hear myself losing oxygen. But I'm still not losing health. I don't know what the deal is there. I mean, there's a part of me that's not mad about it because I don't, have to run back to the survival kit, but that's also not how this is supposed to go. So don't know what the deal is there. More troubleshooting. Hit by the heat storm, huh, boss? Not yet. I mean, we got hit by the heat storm, I think, in one of the previous ones, but the corrosive storm has been the one that's been more frequent. When the heat storm comes, that one's going to be That one's gonna be rough, not gonna lie. Alright, let's make sure we get this going. I actually should pull up my notes so I remember what all the officers need. Okay. So pretty much the same stuff, except they also need a stovetop and a couch. And a planter. Why did I... Ugh. Alright. Previous me didn't have to deal with the actual ramifications of what current me has to do. In other words, I was writing checks that my current self can't cash. Use the plus piece and mount horizontally. Oh yeah, I guess that's a good point. We don't have to mount them vertically. A lot of times, actually, we don't mount them vertically when we're doing the like crisscross style thing. That's a good point. Okay, so I am noticing something weird. My on my spectator camera, I am currently not visible. I don't know what's happening there. Oh, I think I know what's going on. Dennis, I think it's the cryopod mod. And the reason I say that is because when I was using the spectator camera, I went to just follow entity and clicked on my name, and then it started looking at where my previous body died. And I think that's also probably why I'm not taking O2 damage when I lose oxygen. Spectator problem is with my mod. I know about it. Have yet to find a solution. Gotcha. All right. Are you gonna do more RimWorld? That's a deep pull. We haven't played RimWorld on this channel in a long time. I really like RimWorld, and I would like to do stuff with RimWorld. I mean, honestly, what I'm kind of trying to do in Space Engineers is to make it more like RimWorld. Or even in Zomboid, when I did my Zomboid challenge, that also was like, how do I make this other game more like RimWorld? That's why that was getting messed up. All right. So I would like to do it, but I don't know if I know how to do it in a way that people and YouTube would appreciate. This is what I was talking about, where the mod the ore tap, I really nerfed it pretty bad. It's been helpful so that way, you know, we're not just spending the entire day watching me use a drill, but it's also not the best. The thought being that at some point we'll build multiple, and we'll build multiple outposts. I do want to make rules for myself for like not really overdoing it. Like I can't just have like 50 of those things on a base, I do want to make it so the there is like a limit. I don't really know how to do that in the settings, so that's why I'm making it so it's just like a me limit. I also think that I've read somewhere they have some performance issues when you have a ton of them, so that is also kind of maybe a built-in way to stop it from happening. Wow, a lot of these aren't fully done yet. He was the ghost of Troy the whole time. Love the 4-stream long commitment to the Halloween bit. Yes. Yeah, it was the ghost of Troy all along. Okay, how are we doing on power? Not great. Not great. All right, let's turn some stuff off. Toggle that off. The drills are going. I think I need to just build another wind turbine again. Oxygen. Have you ever played Star Sector? It's a feature-complete 2D space sim game with a great modding scene that could be up your alley and nice content for YouTube. I have not. I will write that down though. Star Sector. Sounds interesting. Mad Mavin, if you could only get one SE DLC, what would it be? One DLC. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? I will, once I put this wind turbine back on, I will take a look at the different packs and give you my thoughts. That's not far enough. I wish that you could place these like without getting in the way of them. They have such a huge hitbox. Nope, gotta keep going. The fix is teleport your second player out of render range. That's the quick fix. Okay, I will do that. One moment. All right. That seemed to work, and let's hope we don't die again. Okay. That is going on. How are we doing on... Ooh, bad, all bad. Oh, and we are out of stone again. I imagine it's probably because this thing is sucking all of the power. Okay, let's turn that off. And then let's see if this will continue. Okay. We are struggling. Nope, that's not what I wanted. One of these guys. All right. Whew. Let's see. Maybe for the progression, get the welder bot to make his own room. Ooh. I like that idea, honestly. You know what? I like that idea so much that I am going to make this exception. I'm also going to, just for the sake of not having to deal with explosions everywhere, I think that unwelded blocks... Oh, nope, not my wind turbine. That's cheating. But my unwelded blocks, I think I'm gonna... Well, I'm just gonna take these guys down because I don't want them. But I think as a rule of thumb, because the concrete blocks are immune to the weather damage, I think making like scaffolding and stuff out of concrete just makes it so your base doesn't take collateral damage from no integrity stuff getting blown up. I think that's probably a good call. I also think it's a good call what Carl said. I am going to get us a bot spawner or whatever, Robo Factory. And we're gonna get ourselves a welder bot friend. The first one is free, the next one's gonna cost you. Let's see, where should we put that guy? I probably want to put it underneath a ceiling. So that way it doesn't get destroyed. Oh, you know what? I'll just get rid of this desk and I'll put it right there. DLC automation. That's a good one. Because that comes with like all the inset blocks, right? Yeah, we were talking about those. Automation is pretty awesome. Wait, is this no, that's non-armor blocks. DLC blocks, here we go. Oh, not automation, automaton. Yes, that's true. Still same thing though. The access panels are awesome. The signs are pretty cool. I don't use them enough. Also, I didn't realize that the saddle cockpit was part of that. Yeah, those are awesome. And the air vent, the full air vents, the pipe works, the angled wall interiors. Yeah, those are probably some of the best. Although I will also say that the gates that come with the contact update and the truss lights, the small grid decorative blocks, also this modular cargo container, I don't think I'll ever go back to normal small grid large cargo containers. These things are so cool. yeah, those I don't want to live in a world without modular cargo containers anymore. Also, the square piston is dope. Yeah, I'd say either one of those, honestly. Wasteland's cool, but ooh, Signal is also great though, because the corridors and these windows. I don't know. See, I'm a sucker. I just buy them all. But I know that I am fortunate to be able to do that. Don't know how I lost that, but all right, let's. Well, I'm not gonna have access to the LCD panel. I'll put one somewhere else once we figure out how we're gonna expand. All right, Robo Factory online, and then let's figure out how we make a I guess you can't make it until you have a full-size assembler, but that is okay. We're just gonna get ourselves one. This is. It's the Welder bot? Welder helper bot? Welder. That starts with a W. I wish there was a search function in this. Scavenger. Repair bot. There we go. All right. Okay, now let's. What should we name our repair bot? Let's do the target dummy. That one's cool. What should we name our repair bot? Mad, do you have a Discord? I do. We have a Discord. I probably should link to that in my description. I admit. If you go to any of the like No Suit series, past episode, like I don't know. If you just go to the most recent No Suit one, the link is in there. Sorry, I don't have it on here. These what? Why would these wind turbines produce less power than the old ones? That doesn't make any sense. These things are way bigger, and they have so much more of a hitbox. If that's true, Carl, I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter or make a mod. That seems ridiculous to me. You are live. Yeah, thank you. I think we have 2-year-old in the chat who thinks spamming emojis is comedy gold. Well, what's that block that you have underneath you? The one closest to the left of the gun cabinet at the entrance. I don't know. I will check that in a second. Oh, we're starting to get some answers. Pierre, Jack, Wally, RB1. Ooh, I like RB1. Felix the Fixer, also a good one from Carl. Wally, Well, I can't even say that one. Roboto. Goodness gracious. I just had a stroke. Okay. Bot name, more trouble than it's worth. Mark Zuckerberg. Lil Ratchet. Ooh, I like Lil Ratchet too. I think honestly my favorite one was RB1 because it's repair bot. Is it though? Little Ratchet is a good one too. Zuckerberg is also pretty good. We'll name the other ones like normal names, but I am giving this guy the target dummy body, so RB1 seems cool because it's like Repair Bot 1. I like it. Let's build. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the club. It's not great here. That's why we need you. Hello there. All right, yeah, you get to doing your thing, man. Call him Sony because he screws everything. Pierre was the person who created the first robot. That is pretty interesting. I did not know that. For the memes, I love Mark Zuckerberg. I also love that name. Maybe our next one. Where did RB1 go? He immediately said no and ran off. What? Why did you? Ah. What? Why, man? Just immediately did the worst thing. Okay. I don't have admin mode on, right? Okay, good. Yeah, all right. Who the other day was saying that I really need to put railings on here? Now that we have little robots running around, I think you're especially right. Fortunately, I think I can bring him back to the like you can recall them to the Robo Factory, and I think that's what I'm gonna do because immediately got stuck. All right, let's set this up so it doesn't happen again. Okay. I guess he's probably gonna want to weld those up. There is a way to set an ignore color. I don't know currently how to do that, so we'll just let him live his dreams of welding everything. But let me recall him. so he's back. Come back, my friend. Let's see. RB1. Respawn. Come over here. There we go. All right. Where are you going now, buddy? Just dancing? All right, I'm gonna let him figure his thing out. While I figure the rest of this stuff out. So I need to get Troy back, and then we need to, since we're starting off with the one free repair bot, and I think that's probably a good idea for the actual. Well, this is my actual playthrough, but when I release it to the public, I think having a repair bot on staff already, like you launched with them, I think that's probably a good idea, Carl, just because starting out is kind of a bear. So we will have that. And since we have that, we can do what we were originally planning on doing, which is having the 2 more NPC room behind us for the bunkhouse. All right, let's just put all these on a hotbar. So the desk, let's go desk, bed, couch. Decorative. Put signs here too. And yeah, weapon racks. All right. So Troy's back. Welcome back, Troy. I'm actually gonna name him again. Troy. And then Abed is already named, but I'm gonna give him all caps. Somehow my brain can never remember that to exit out of build vision, it's just to right click. I'll literally use anything but right click to try to exit. All right. Dang, you started streaming an hour ago. I got stuck. Well, it's all good. Today's is kind of going to be short. I was hoping to get on a little bit earlier, but all the testing and stuff that I was doing to try to make this stuff work took a little longer than I had anticipated. What's going on, buddy? Oh, wait. RB1, what are you doing? Why are you trying to use your jetpack? I have in the config files so that you don't try to use your jetpack, because we can't. I had the AI working earlier. I was using it on a test world, and then I copied the config file. So I don't know if something got lost in translation. But who knows? We are gaining power again, so I'm kind of debating turning back on our ore tap. So that way we can have a little bit more stuff going. Ooh, since we're also not using this right now, I'm going to turn this guy off too. Pretty much anything that can be turned off probably should be turned off. Yeah. All right. And I don't think that the bots need to have the Robo Factory on in order to function properly. Alright, man, I'm going to try to make this easier for you. Hopefully it works. I do know that they are supposed to be able to function off grids. Hey, look at you. I don't know why you're staring at me. Go weld something, man. Stop using your jetpack. Alright. Troy hath returneth. Opening up as a colony server. No, it's gonna be like NPCs and stuff. RB1 yearns for the mines. He fears the great orange sky. I mean, maybe he's got it figured out. Maybe I'm the one that has the problem. Because yeah, this planet, it'll mess you up. bed right there, and this bed right there, and then we have this thing in the corner. Oh, I think we had talked about last time setting up these as doors. Ooh, yeah, that's great. And we'll put this one here. And I love the idea of the corridors. Or, I think they're in the passage. Yeah. Passageway. So, pretty sure we did all this actually already. Because I remember placing these blocks, and I also remember them all being destroyed right before my eyes. All right. Keep tabs on the clone. Don't let it die on you. Good idea. Good idea. It feels weird not having music, not gonna lie, but I also tried to put it back on, and for some reason it wasn't working. So I guess we have an incoming radioactive storm. I don't have the config set up for that one yet because it didn't really make a ton of sense for the radioactive storm to do damage to your blocks, but it's obviously going to do damage to your character once we get all that stuff sorted. But there's some technical stuff with the mod that is like handling all of the damage to blocks and your character that is not working currently. My man, I need you to, you know what? Let's set up a patrol. I think that might be one of the issues because he's trying to set up his own pathing, and I think if I set up a patrol for him, then he will just go around the base this way, and he'll look for stuff to fix. Okay. And let's finish that. Route for RB1, accept. And now let's tell him to patrol. Patrol. Route for RB1, start. Alright, hold on. How about go to here. I think it's because he's trying to use his jetpack, and I have them set to not do that. Come over here, man. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's how I feel about you right now. All right, now go patrol. Do it. Your patrol starts over. I don't understand why you're doing this. Come here, man. Alright, let's get you back on the normal grid. I wonder if it's... Is it this? Oof. All right, come here. Okay, seems like he's doing a little bit better now. Let's start. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna fix that later. I don't have the energy to deal with his crap right now. Yeah, it's the railings. Let him start on the stairs. Yeah, I don't know. I bet it is the railing. I just don't want to. I mean, I guess now it's connected via this, so we could. I guess let's change it just to be more robot friendly. Catwalk, there we go. And make it out of concrete so it doesn't just get blown away in a storm. Yeah, I mean, there's a YouTube video of an update that the mod author added for these guys, and their pathing behavior is like way better. But maybe that was just like a demo and it hasn't come out yet. I wasn't having this much issues when I was doing testing, but also I don't think in the testing I had as much like of the corridor style stuff. So guess we'll see how this all goes. Hopefully that update comes soon, if it hasn't come out already. Okay, this is done, that's done, this needs to get done. You know what I'm gonna do? I said I wasn't gonna deal with this, but I'd prefer it if I did have help. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna respawn him and redo the mapping. So toggle block on. Let's do RB1 respawn, and then let's reset the map. And I'm also going to yeah, it's doing its mapping thing. I'm going to close this off for now, and I will come back to it later. Oh, or he's just gonna. Why? Oh boy. Okay. Well, I tried. I tried. So funny. Jackson, what? What block is the... You said I missed your question. What mod is the wardrobe block from? I think it's like you can change from wardrobes. I guess let me just look at it. It is lockers with suit change. Steam ID right there. Yeah, and it just lets you change your suit from a locker. Oh, out of oxygen. Accessibility is a requirement for civil engineering. Very difficult game though. Yeah, I don't know why this guy's having such a rough time. Carl, as a test, if you turn on free build, you can check if it's just you missing steel plate. Oh, that's a good point. If I defended the game, make colony and help weld. That one seems bugged. Offer still stands and coming in. Well, I'm only gonna be playing for a few. Well, it's probably like 30-ish minutes, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna open this one up to multiplayer. Who wanted to name it More Trouble Than It's Worth? That's, yeah, good point. Oh, I get what you're saying, Carl. You think that he's not doing anything because he doesn't have the steel plates to do things. I get what you're saying. Alright, let's see. I will put the steel plates that I have into that spot for him, see if he does anything with it. Why did I just hear it sound like it took damage? Like a player. That was weird. Let's see. Not peace still. Yeah, man, you're doing great. Thanks. I wish that when they beeped like that, they would actually give you like some kind of, oh, hey, Carl, you genius. You genius. That's exactly what the problem was. He just didn't have any steel plates. Oh, I am so sorry, RB1. I'm a bad dad. I'm a bad robot dad. You were trying to tell me the whole time that you wanted to do it, you wanted to help, and I was blaming you. I'm so sorry, RB1. All right. Okay, well, now that that's starting to work, I need my drilling system to continue to produce a little bit more, because our ore tap is still, I mean, it's never going to be the best, but currently not getting enough to satisfy our needs. Oh, and I know why. Wow, that was dumb of me. I know why it's doing so bad, because when I was doing testing, I was like, that's not what the numbers, that's not the numbers I had earlier on the math. It's because I set it. Yeah, I know what I'm doing wrong. Check it out. It's because I set it to. In the nerfing process of this, because this will just like, if you have one of these, it'll basically take away a lot of the challenge of the game. So that's why I made it, you know, so it's getting what, like 100 something stone instead of the usual like 1,000 or something. But it's because if you check and you go to draw, it'll draw its hitbox. So usually it goes down 30 tiles. I changed it to only go down 4. And so instead of it getting the dense stone that's down here, it's only getting the surface level soil, which is worse than the dense stone that's down there. So what I really need to do is I need to remove this and then put it back down under here. So it's actually using the stone that it needs to. There we go. Now we figured it out. My new companion is awesome. Yeah, RB1, he's the best. Oh, we got a storm coming in. Fortunately, on this playthrough, lightning is not the thing we're worried about. We're worried about corrosive rain, radiation, and thermal storms. I already said that. Corrosive rain, oh, yeah, thermal storms. Okay, let's do. I think the ore tap. Let's see. Does it have a? Yeah, it has panels and everything. So let's go like this. And let's put a conveyor. Tube. Let's do the yellow. Like that. We'll take this guy off and we'll put the ore tap right here. I also changed, I'm going to use the mod adjuster mod, which means that you can change the configure files of different mods without like reposting somebody's existing mod, and make the other ones dependencies so you can give proper credit where credit is due, because I definitely did not make these mods and I would never. Why is there not a hitbox on that, man? Hello, drill. Dang it. Yeah, so I want to give proper credit where credit is due. But then I can like post my configurations for the mods for this playthrough. So we'll be doing that. But I have yet to figure all that stuff out quite yet. I'm sure it's all in the README for the mod adjuster. Okay, let's try this again. No, don't go that. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I made that mistake, RB1. Don't do it. Alright, I'm gonna go get the components from the other one. Will he pick up ore if you mine it? I don't know. I know that some of the blocks do, or some of the guys do have pickup capabilities. I don't know if they pick up ore though. Come here, man. Come on. Alright, can you go on patrol? Oh, I don't have the construction components. How is it that I don't have the construction components when I was grinding this down?
Inventory full.
There we go. Alright, and now let's turn this thing on. And I should probably also set up the conveyor network with it. That guy is actually going to be concrete though. Alright, and then this guy is going to be battle armor. Alright. Oh, wrong thing. How we doing? Doing Okay. According to ChatGPT, all of us 160 in chat could fit tightly in an 870 square foot room. Huh. That's exciting. Not a thing that I would be super pumped to be in. That's a lot of people in a small area. Dang it, man. Ah, there we go. Okay, cool. So now let's check on this thing. Inventory. Whoa. That seems like a lot more stone. Oh, it's because it... Okay, I get it. I was like, it's going down. It's because it was collecting stone before I piped it up. And so now that it's piping up, I was like, wait a second. We shouldn't be getting like 5,000 stone from that yet. But no, it'll be more like...
Energy flow.
I have a spreadsheet somewhere. Yeah, it should be closer to like 40 stone or something. Still not great, but it should be better than what we were getting originally. Unlike trains, your base is railless. That's a new bug. It happens to me too. The drill stopped digging the voxel. Oh, interesting. Hey, my internet is back. Good, I'm glad. I need to drink some water, so let's close this door, pressurize this area. Oh, yeah, I forgot I have the timer block set up with that. And go into my inventory. Oh, open my helmet, then go into my inventory. Drink water. Let's see. Okay, now do that and turn it to depressurize. Okay. There we go. All right. I think what RB1 is gonna want is a bunch of plates. So I'm gonna have to either figure out the paint color to make him ignore stuff like my scaffolding, or I'm gonna have to be careful with what I use for scaffolding, because he's gonna have a field day just trying to get all that stuff going. I really do wish that I could set him up to care less about these blocks and more about... Oh, you know what? I can do that. In here, I can tell him what the priorities are. Yes. And then what I need is controllers, ship controller, power producers, thrust gyros, production block, doors. Yeah. What's the slim block? I don't know. I'm just gonna leave these. I'm gonna leave these going. Ooh, this is the stuff that it will pick up. Let's see if... Yeah, it picks up ore. Oh, man. Who was asking that earlier? If they'll pick up ore if you just, like, start digging? Yeah, they will. That's kind of fun. I had not really thought about that. They'll pick up everything. Even the modded stuff. They'll pick up the schematics that we have. Oh, that's awesome. Have you considered playing Stationeers? I have. I've actually played Stationeers before. I just know that Stationeers doesn't really perform super well. Ooh. Okay, toggle block off. I don't think I have enough power production to keep that ore, yeah, that ore tap going for very long, because that is just eating through my battery like crazy. Also, my wind turbines just seem to be garbage right now, so don't really know what the deal is there. I have stackable wind turbines. I just like the look of the new ones more, but if they really are like worse than the normal wind turbines, that would be pretty lame. No, that doesn't make sense because it's a DLC block, right? So they would have them be equal because it should just be a skin. I mean, even still, they're not doing great. But yeah, it's a DLC block. Decorative blocks 3. Oh, please tell me this isn't. What storm is this? Oh, it's clear. Okay, we must have had some other thing going on, just like a light dust storm or something. I saw the weather changing to like green, and I started freaking out a little bit. Whew. All right. I would really like to finish this so I can start working on other stuff. Oh wait, wait, I almost called him Clank. What are you doing? Also, how did you get there? Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to my basic assembler. I'm going to turn... I didn't even know this was a feature for a long time, but I'm going to have it repeat building steel plates, construction components, interior plates. What else? I'm just going to like have it run through this loop over and over again, so that way we can just have a bunch of stuff on hand when we need it, rather than just queuing up everything again and again. I don't really use displays very frequently, so I'll just let that one be. And then let's check on this stuff. Okay, this does need a display. This also needs a display. This is mostly just construction components and interior plates. Okay, maybe not doing displays was a bad call, because clearly we used them more than I thought. Throw a display in there, and then I should double up on my interior plates and construction components, because the stuff that we're building right now primarily uses that. What mod list are you... Oh, hey, we have some engineered coffee is here. How's it going? Love your stuff. Your video where you did the... What is it? I don't even know. It's like SCADA? SCADA? I don't know. That system that you did on the wall, genius. Genius. Oh, and Barracus is here too. Wow. Hey guys, if you are unfamiliar, you should definitely go check out their YouTube channels. Your rover that you made with the hinge in the middle, also so good. And the block color, the build colors thing, I got from you. I didn't know about it, and yeah, so I haven't really done anything with it quite yet, but I'm excited to give it a go, because colors have always been pretty intimidating. But the fact that there is something that exists that can set you up with gradients is pretty cool. Let's see. What mod list are you running? I'm going to put the mod list out for everybody once I finish doing all the tweaks and the mod adjusting and everything else like that. So it's just not available quite yet, because there's a lot of things that I'm trying to work on the back end to make this kind of new and exciting and different than what we've done in Space Engineers before. But it is required a bit more work than I thought it was going to, I will admit. Oh my gosh, Carlos, thank you so much. Sometimes I think you like pain, and we like it. Thank you, Carlos. Seriously, holy cow. I don't know what to say. I appreciate it. World not series. I'm not a YouTuber. LOL. Oh. Have you set up an LCD to see what the bot is thinking? It can be very helpful when the bot goes weird. I have not yet, but that seems like a good idea. Right now, what I want to do is figure out what my battery is at. Fully recharged in 5 hours. My ore tap, how much does it use? It doesn't say it uses a ton. Okay, 2 megawatt hours. And then how much do I currently have in my battery? Not much. Very much not much. Yeah, even with both of my wind turbines, I don't produce enough to sustain that. So let's do that first then. Let's just add some more wind turbines. At this point, I really don't care about the looks of them right now, because it's just like, I will care at some point, but right now I just need it to work. I can come back and make it look nice later. So I'm also not going to do these big ones anymore for the time being. I'm going to turn them off to the side, and like was suggested by some other people, I'm actually going to build this way. And I want it to be connected if I can, just give it more connection points. You know what, I'll bring it to the ground after this. I need more blocks. And we're out of O2. Hey, look, our clone is doing good. Ooh, I want to see the night sky. Okie dokie. I will show you. There you go. See, when you see stuff like this, it doesn't seem so bad. I am playing with Space Just Got Real, which redoes the coloring, so it's like super dark at night, but it also makes your nighttime a little bit more cinematic. So it makes for some pretty cool stuff on the spectator camera. But I do think I'm going to sleep through the night though. How has the Discord been, Mavin? I was there a while ago, but it took a bit of a break from a lot of places. It's admittedly pretty dead, not gonna lie. I'm not the best on Discord, gonna be honest. I need to be better, but there's a lot of things I should improve on. Yeah. Don't really know where to follow that up with. Let's see. Let's see. I need it to be higher than that. That's just not gonna work. All right. Oh no. Oh crap. This is the thermal storm. All right. I am going to, before everything, I guess not before everything breaks, I'm gonna try to grind down and get the components back from, it's already gone. It's already gone. Okay. All right. Okay. This is not going well. Huh. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to build the scaffolding out of concrete. All right, man. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna start grinding some stuff down, try to get some components back. I'm gonna put them in the cargo containers so that way our little repair bot will help us. I'm pretty sure this whole thing is gonna be gone here in a second. Fortunately, it works its way from the top to the bottom, but that one we kind of ground down already anyway. So I'm just going to take the extra steel plates and try to allocate them to a spot where it's not going to be as bad. Okay, these are concrete, so they're not going to break. I did that so that way RD1 would still have pathing without issue. I'm actually going to turn that one into concrete as well. But the rest of this stuff is it's all open season for the rest of these things. And you'd think, oh, well, surely you should get a welding ship so that way you can weld this stuff during the storm. Well, you might not be thinking that. You might be thinking you should have more welders on your base, in which case you would be correct. But if you have a small grid out here in the storm, it would be way worse. Ah man, I'm doing bad. It's bad. Come on. I guess that is one downside of doing this the way that I did. I don't have any resources just available. Oh, it's probably because my welder up there is using all of those resources. Oh man. It's just one step forward, two steps back, all the time. I really need to rush to putting a roof on the buildings. I think for this playthrough, there are some things I'm gonna have to figure out, and that's one of them that I'm realizing is that if you want your stuff to survive, build the roof first and then build down, because as you can see right now, our roof is holding up on our main base. Now that roof is heavy armor. It's not going to hold up forever unless I repair it, which is why we have that welder up there. But the blocks underneath are doing okay, and you can also you'll notice that because, for example, our battery, like all the blocks up there switch to the war-torn armor during thermal storms, but any blocks that you see that are still the the battered armor are not being affected by the storms, and so you can kind of tell where the damage is being focused. It's also nice because once it goes back to clear, I set it up so that way your armor will go back to battered armor, which is cool, or at least I think it's cool. You might not think it's cool. All right, that was rough, but if you were here on day one, you know that it wasn't as rough. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of these. I thought they were cool when I was designing it originally, but it's so funny when you make a base in creative mode, you're like, oh yeah, this will be helpful, and this will be helpful, and this will be cool. But then when you actually start playing, you realize that the things that you thought were going to be helpful or cool just don't work. That has happened to me so frequently. Case in point, my wind turbines. But yeah, anyone who was here for the first day when we were doing weather testing and stuff, while this was rough, it wasn't as rough as that first time. I don't even have a rover yet. I will rebuild this when I get a rover. Form is the privilege of abundance in this scenario, I think. Yes, I think you're right. Battery room underground seems important to collect enough power in case errant death storms. Yes, good call too. The vanilla sidebox is so dull and boring. It's amazing how much better the game looks when you change it. Yeah, there's a lot of cool skyboxes out there that people have made. Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with thermal storms? You may be entitled to financial compensation. I like a challenge, but maybe this planet is not right for this challenge. Well, the funny thing is I've turned off the vanilla stuff for this planet, like the vanilla storm damage for this planet. All the damage that is currently being done is stuff that I've written into the config files. So you're right, like this planet is definitely not the right one for this challenge vanilla, and by vanilla I mean the way that the mod author wrote it, because yeah, the mod author, I mean, in defense of the mod author, they did say on their, oh no, how do I... Oops. I don't know how I... go back to the normal one. Oh, what? Whoops. Which one is my normal color? This one? I don't know, man. I'm just gonna do, I'll do the white color and we'll do the concrete armor. And then I'll just use, I'll use my paint gun. Yeah, I'm not even really gonna weld these up right now, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna use them so that way I don't keep falling through this when I'm trying to run around the base. But yeah, let me use my paint gun to it uses the same color palette. How do I pick a... Oh, at the bottom. Click defaults. Smart. Okay. Now, wasn't it Shift P to get your... This looks like a fun chaos mess for multiplayer. It surely would be a wild ride for multiplayer. Yeah, I think it could be fun. I'm still working out the kinks, but hopefully, like through some trial and error, we get something that will give enough of a challenge to be interesting, but not so bad that it becomes incredibly frustrating. A little bit of frustration is the sweet spot, but too much frustration, and then people just give up and they stop having fun. Troy, no! Yeah, we lost Troy again. Okay. Let's prioritize. Okay, hold on. I'm going to turn off my drill because it's currently on and not really doing anything. We need to get some wind turbines again because right now we're just running off of a battery that's not really doing much. Also, I should turn off my welder. What did I put the welder under? Oh, there it is. Off. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm going to take some steel plates from that. Take all the stuff from this. Take that. All right. And let's... I think I'm just going to use ramps. Yeah. Oh, #1 fan. Thank you so much. Wow, thanks everybody for the generosity today. I really appreciate it. Shift P takes the material block you're looking at. Yeah, I think I wonder if one of the mods I'm using counteracts that, because it wasn't working when I was using it. Okay. I need some material plates. Let's actually back this up a little bit more. Put one there, and then... Yeah. Let's get some interior plates. I should actually switch my suit to be the builder suit. We have that mod on here. If man, I'm bad at remembering the names of those. But it makes it so you are slower, but you have a larger cargo capacity. It also does stuff to your jetpack, but we're not playing with a jetpack, so that part really doesn't matter. But it seems like a cool trade-off. Also, once we figure out whatever we need to with the weather mod, so that way, I know that this is going to sound ridiculous, but that way it does damage to the player as well. Once we figure that out, I feel like the what's it called? There's like a soldier one that I think has more health, and so it'd be cool if you had to put on that suit when you're out. In a storm. Alright, and I'm gonna put these out. Oh, hey, thank you, Storm, for reminding me that I was going to build my scaffolding in concrete so we didn't just everything explode. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now let's go grab a wind turbine. And I was thinking about doing them horizontally. I just don't want it to, yeah, let's do it off this side because I don't want it to get messed up by that. We're, how many blocks up are we? 1, so 2, 4, 6. We might want to actually go up one more, right? Okay. 8. Should have done that before I built these, but I'm only working with a third of my brain right now. Okay. There we go. I think that's gonna run into the ramp that we're building, so. You know, it might be a good idea. How did you afford 3 brain cells? That was a good one. Number 1 fan having fun. I am. There's so much to learn about this scenario that I've built for myself. Mainly build roofs first and then other stuff after. Also, make sure that your scaffolding is is made of concrete. Actually, the reason that I decided to do the concrete thing, other than just, you know, it sucks if you're like in the middle of placing down your blocks for your build and then a storm comes and then just absolutely deletes everything that you just did. But I also thought it was kind of thematically correct because concrete, from what I understand about concrete, which admittedly isn't a ton, like it's not really affected by like heat, right? Like your concrete isn't gonna melt. I should have died right there. PhD composer, we might have to do some testing with the cryo mod, because I think ever since I died that first time, I'm not actually taking damage properly. So we might have to look into that, because if that doesn't work, I don't know if we're going to be able to use it. I'm going to take all these off. What has motors that I could take stuff out of? Because well, I'm not using this. All right. I just want to make sure we don't run out of power on the base. Mavin, set up the TTS on the super chat. What's the TTS? That's not supposed to be concrete, even though I would like it to. It'd probably help us out in a major way, but it's not part of the challenge. Yeah, man, where have you been? Alright, now the question is are these optimal? I mean, honestly, I'll just settle for pretty much anything at this point. but it is optimal. Great. Great. Okay, let's get a few more of those. How are we doing on our battery? Fully recharged in 5 hours. Awesome. Let's increase that because we know that we need some more. And let's go to production and to our basic assembler. Just need those, which means I'm going to turn this on just for a second. Try to get enough for those motors. Oh, this is, I don't know if this is gonna work because it's getting so little at a time, and I'm worried that it's just gonna totally destroy our power. Yeah, we don't have enough power to run it like properly, which means that it's not gonna produce very much. Ugh. I think we have a little bit more room on the drill. Let's see. We are at the maximum distance, but I think I can still mess with the hinge. Let's see. Hinge. Let's go. Current angle 46. Let's sit to that. Oh. Okay. Let's lock it and turn the drill back on. I would build a second ore tap, but they are pretty... Whoa, what happened here? Oh, probably the storm, if I was to wager. Let's put that... Okay. Alright. Let's see. I don't know half my brain... I don't know half my brain half as well as I should. And I like less than half my brain half as well as I deserve. That's deep. That's deep. What is a wall if not a roof on its side? Also deep. We're out here with some philosophical questions right now. The storms haven't melted the rock in the ground, so I guess concrete should be safe. Yeah. Are you even using... but are you even using it now when you did the clone last? When did you check the clone last? I checked it a little while ago, but it currently says everything's good. The lights indicate. So if it's yellow, I think you're there isn't a clone. I think if it's purple, there's an issue, and if it's green, you're good. And we are green for good. Although I think we would benefit from throwing a little bit more gravel in there. So let's do that. Not the nickel, but the gravel. Yeah, we have a fully fleshed out clone in there. Just sleeping. That'd be really weird. Like just staring at a clone of yourself in a cryo chamber for if you died. Actually, isn't there a show going on right now that's like that with I don't know if it's a show or a movie. Oh man, with I forget the actor's name. The only thing that can come to mind is Edward Cullen from Twilight, but I know that he has played a lot of much better roles since then. I just can't think of his name. Yeah, it's totally lost on me right now. I don't know why I can't think of it. There we go. All right. I was trying to avoid hand mining this whole time, but I think that it's time. I just need a few more motors to be able to get this going. I'll have a second wind turbine up again. Ooh, that was a mistake. Well, fun. I'm sure I'll fix that later. There's a lot of stuff I'm gonna have to fix later. But, you know, we do what we have to. Well, we do what we can, I guess. Robert Pattinson, yes, that's who I was thinking of. Thank you. Robert Pattinson. I forget the name of the show. But yeah, Robert Pattinson, it's like, that's like the premise of the show, is he just keeps getting printed out as Mikey 17. There you go. If you drill around the drill's hole, you can get it to pick up for you, so just mine. Oh yeah, good point. I think I have to turn on that feature, but that is a good point. I need RB1 to just respawn, man. I might go in and mess with the settings, because that you can like set priorities for pathing, like the cost to path through a certain thing. And maybe what I'll do is I'll put like a door in front of that mine or something, and then it won't do it. Or like it won't go through there. Let's respawn. Hey man. Yep. You do your spinny thing. Yeah. Admittedly, I did not make this when I was thinking about robots originally. Maybe you should use the concrete block mod for more realism. I actually have I have the terrain tool. RB1, can we not here? Like, could we possibly choose any other blocks to weld than these ones? Because that would be swell. I know it's not your fault. I know it's my fault. I know that I can assign for you to ignore blocks if I just pick a color and assign that. But since I didn't set that up, it ain't doing it. Okay. I have about 10 minutes left, so I'm going to, which is longer than I had originally anticipated, but you know what? That is literally every project that I've ever done in my entire life. Usually takes a little bit longer than I thought. So, let's get these wind turbines up. I'm going to try to get 4 going, which will hopefully give us the power that we need to run our ore tap. And the cool thing is, well, I was gonna say the cool thing would be that we could leave it running for a second and try to get some components and stuff that way, like you would in Satisfactory. But then I remembered the storms and how you definitely don't want to do that. But maybe at some point in the future we will get to a position where we have enough repair bots and we have enough welders and enough passively producing resources that we could we could let it run for a second and get some components and things that way. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Wouldn't it be nice? All right, let's put that one there, and this guy on the side over here. I have a big fear right now, but I don't want to say it out loud for fear of making it come true. But I'm sure somebody in there is probably, I guess somebody out there is probably thinking the same thing that I'm thinking right now. About those wind turbines. Hey Mad, give my 6-year-old Arthur a shout out. He doesn't believe this is live. Hey Arthur, how's it going? This is live. Thanks for being here, man. I think everyone is trying to get on the roof, but can't make him a ramp. I don't think he's trying to get on the roof. It looks like he's trying to get to these. Honestly, I don't know what he's doing. Can we? Hey, man, are you? I should set up. Once I get these, yeah. Once I get these wind turbines working, I'll check out the LCD screen and see if we can figure out what he's trying to do and how to help him with it. All right, let's toggle that block off. Let's turn the ore tap on for just a sec. It isn't gonna work out in my favor if I keep trying to do that. I need to have enough power on the base before I turn that thing on for it to be effective. My future plans for the power on the base is I want to come up with a way, and I said this earlier in the stream, there is a mod that expands the event controller to include sensing when storms are active. And so what I want to happen is like have the base go into shutdown mode, and then when there's like a crazy storm, and so we'll have hangar doors and blast doors and just a bunch of stuff. We'll have like flashing red lights, and then everything will kind of just go on lockdown mode for a second, and we'll just like take the storm, and you know all these blocks get damaged, but then all of the things that are important like Abed and Troy aren't the things that are taking the main hit of damage. Thanks, Mad. Yeah, no problem. Put another ladder next to the connector and he should be fine. I don't. Can they climb ladders? I don't know why he's using his jetpack. I changed the configs earlier to turn off the jetpack, and I think that's why they were working earlier when I was doing on the test world that I was running. I don't know what happened in the file transfer that turned it back on, but when I turned them off, they were fine. Like their pathing was great. So I think it's because like its jetpack technically exists, but because Splitsy's survival less likely mod has a thing that nerfs your jetpack, I think that it's trying to path using its thrusters first or its jetpack first rather than using its legs. And I think that's where the major issues are happening. Because if it wasn't using its jetpack, it would just behave normally. But it's like, why can't I get to where I'm going? Yes, number one fan. That is exactly what I was thinking. Yep. Fortunately, well, not this one though. Why is this one messed up? Come on. There we go. Yeah. Fortunately though, I made the scaffolding out of concrete, so at least the scaffolding will stay. But the wind turbines will not. Okay, so how are we doing on power now? Fully recharged in 2 hours. I plan on setting up an LCD screen with auto LCD too. But obviously haven't done that yet. Where's wind turbines? This one's good, optimal, good. If we get, if I had like, I mean, it'd be better to do 2 more, but if I had 1 more, I think we would have enough to run the tab at full. Wait, what? Ooh, wind's picking up, which means that we have another storm incoming. Hopefully it's just a dust storm, because if it's just a dust storm, or a radioactive storm, because that one's not configured yet because of the damage thing. So yeah, that's actually great. That means let's turn on the tap while we have the storm going. Who needs more wind turbines when you just have a super hostile planet that's ready to just throw crazy storms at you? Look at those things. Perfect. Exactly what I needed. Try press F and resume him. I can certainly try. What you got, man? Resume. Nah, it's. I'm gonna have to disable the jetpack thing. I think when I get back on, I'm probably not getting on tomorrow because it's Halloween and we're doing a Halloween thing. And I have to finish making my costume. This is the first year I've ever made a costume. I have a newfound respect for sewing. I never knew how to do that, and it's more. I mean, I don't know if it's more difficult than I thought, because I definitely thought it was difficult. Like the idea of it definitely seemed like it was probably gonna be harder. But but I don't know. It was just different than what I expected, and I have a new level of respect. I need to learn how to use this mod. How do I? Maybe concrete foundations. I think that might be a good idea, just because we are gonna have those AI, the AI enabled guys. Yeah, that might be smart. Cause If it wasn't for the AI enabled, I just say that leave it for specific cases like this one, right, where I don't want these grids to separate because I decided to do something decorative. Yeah, I'll have to think about that, but honestly, it's because I don't love the look of it, but it's also probably because this is orange. But I really like how like this main building looks. But I mean, I guess you could still have this and this work out. Oh my gosh, Carlos, thank you so much, man. You better dress up like an astronaut and show us photos. Oh man. If I ever could get like a really solid astronaut costume, I would totally do that. That would honestly be the dream. Like if I ever make it big and make a ton of money, just having your office, like in the back of your office, having a full-size spacesuit in like a glass container, would be so cool. Just wear it for special occasions. Sounds absolutely wild, but it would also be very, very fun. Windmills go Burt. Maybe just clear the voxel over the blocks. Yeah, I think I might redo. I gotta get going, but I might, with the terrain tool, just cover this whole thing, and I'll just make I'll make like an elevator or something. So when I want to go down into the mine area, then I can, but leave it so majority of the time it's just a covered walkway that the AI will ignore. That's probably how I'm going to handle that because this is a little rough. But then again, when I turn off the jetpacks, it might fix it. Like he might be able to walk up and around and over all this stuff. Again, I probably should link it at some point. But if you just type in AI enabled and you look at that guy's YouTube channel, he has set it up to where the pathing on those AI is actually really, really good. Like even using like the little half catwalk blocks from Catwalks Expanded. I don't have that mod on right now because when I knew I was going to add AI enabled, I didn't want to use like the tiny ones. But in his demo, like it's like a block like this, and then there's a stair on the other side, and it navigates through that without any issues. So I really do think it's mostly jetpack stuff. Yeah, I got to run, but I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. This is wild, like the amount of people. I've never had so many people on a stream before. I've also never had people donate like this before. So thank you again to Carlos so much. If I get an astronaut costume, I'll definitely let you see it. This has been a lot of fun, and hopefully I can work out the kinks with the rest of this stuff, and then we can actually get on to colony building. Because so far Troy and Abed just keep getting roasted. But maybe what I'll do is I'll hop on for a bit offline, so that way I can like really focus on just getting through this beginner part, and then next time when I hop on for the stream, we won't just be doing the same thing over and over again. But we'll see. But thanks everybody for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a good Halloween, and we'll catch you later. Bye.